said, what type of shit y'all got going on?
Look.
Because I ain't for it.
Look, they just laughing. He's like, you sure what? I'm sure, bro. I'm off tomorrow. Yeah, you're off tomorrow. I'm good. I have a cup waiting in the house.
Listen,
I have a
don't
cup,
you?
and I still got the cup waiting for me. I said that drink already was keeping my ancestors. That's why
Right?
I was sitting in a corner over there chilling on TikTok. Missed everyone smoking weed. It was dumb blunts and rotating. Like, oh my goodness, it was Asian food. All the girls out there rolling up, twisting. I'm like, no, you're not doing it. I'm talking about something simple. Look at my bottle. It's peach. We gonna get drunk late. Uno. I don't know who he is.
Wait,
I
what's
was
a
already.
peach bottle?
It was a peach bottle. Amsterdam.
Oh man, Amsterdam good.
And she said it don't taste harsh. I said I don't want to find out. I'm already partying out. I told the whole gang. I said, y'all, I'm lit, right? I just came from partying with my mom, sister, and cousin.
No.
I said I'm Gucci.
Like,
And I didn't
we
even
are
finish my
good.
concoction. My mom make because Antoine. That's so funny because before I left, he was like, "Wait, Juan, you did say your mom be making drinks, right?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "What kind of drinks she be making?" I said, "And what kind of drinks she don't be making? It's a drink for everybody out here." It's just like my mom gets the yes or no from you, and if she knows what's good for you.
Yep.
Right, if she knows what's good, who's gonna get you there. She don't even I know how much you drink or don't drink. She hooks it up. And he was like, oh, really? I said, yeah. I said, my mom just got done making us a drink. And I keep trying to remember what we put in it.
Oh yeah, that nowadays is open if you want to drink it.
Oh my God, Mr. Stacks. That's why I keep trying to tell everybody that I keep forgetting. Mr. Stacks. I'm telling everybody, like, yo, that Jones and that drink right there. But I'm right in the corner like this, like, I'm not playing no Uno, guys. It's a 9:30. I'm on
I
TikTok
believe
right
it
now.
at
Yeah, I'll take the
9:30.
blunt. I'll take the blunt. Who would go to next? Why do I have two blunts in my hand? That was literally what I was going through. That was a good time I was there. I
That's
said,
funny.
they're wilding. I said, they're wilding because they didn't know that I was already partied out. They're trying to have the super party. And
Not the super party.
super party with cards involved, Uno, and to get personal. And they was
Yes.
already telling who they was going to make draw for. And I said, oh, y'all getting free hype.
Oh, they
I got to
cheating.
go.
They cheating. How you know I'm gonna draw four?
Oh
How you
my.
know they gonna be
Look,
up?
Antoine told Darren, he was like, I'm going to make you draw for it first, sir. And I'm
Damn.
in between them, like, I said, oh, yeah.
He said, oh
No.
yeah,
I
no,
said,
we
in
good.
my own home, it's danger zone. Why am I here with all these people? And everybody's threatening everybody. I said,
And you know what? I've been wanting to play that game for a little bit. Who was
you never get
this?
up. You trying to play some Uno.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Because I was thinking about dominoes my other day off. Well, yeah, I was thinking about dominoes. I was like, I push it. I push it.
Not with me. I would that she be
She
she
act like she not good with numbers. She just don't want to count.
yeah, she be lazy. That's what that
I feel like
is.
after a while of camping, you're gonna get used to the numbers, so you know, like it's not even just a number thing; it's a pattern. It's the pattern and the sequence. I feel like after a number of times of saying that you gotta get a 6 and a 4 and a 10, you ain't got comfortable things no more. Look at the color.
That that's so true.
That's what I'm trying to get to the point where like I want to get used to running dominoes up, so I ain't got to. And it's gonna get to a point where we're not going to do that. So, yeah.
That's usually how it is. You see what it is. You done played it so many
Many
times.
times
12, 10,
you
25.
probably have the same combinations every time.
Yep.
So yeah, it's gonna get to a point.
That's what got me good in math.
But yeah, I hopped in there. First of all, I really don't like Antoine's girlfriend, like well, negative fake John. But I guess people change or whatever, but she don't change. But she was still talking about people, about things that ain't got nothing to do with the matter, right? Come on, oh, no, she's Joe. Be always Joe. Like, I do not like her, bro.
What you mean don't you smoke?
Like she, every time you look around, she's just being Joe. It's like if she's around in the area and you're looking for something, and then I'm right there participating. Oh, you do this. Oh, you do that. That was the one that I had that I gave Felipe the edible, and he was sharing with people, and she was crying on the top golf trip
Oh
from
god.
Jersey. My, everybody else had a good time except Felipe and her. Like everybody took their zone. Mind you, I said Felipe, I'm only taking this from you. If you to give this to somebody else, I'm gonna have to see them either take it right to the dairy, or I have to be cool with them because if I get in trouble, it's all y'all and me. Okay. I let that be one of the most respectful way possible. And we ended up, first of all, I don't know why he didn't come at our table because we had a lot of food. Me and Bro put our money together and got a lot of food. And we was even on each other's tray. Like, I had a nacho fries plus the burger that came with fries, so it was fries all over the table. Um, he had tenders, he had burger. My burger looked better than his. He asked me to get a piece of my burger. I was like, I don't care, bro. That nigga super geeked off the edible I gave him. I didn't take no edible. I bought the flour. And the whole time, everybody's trying to figure out who's smoking weed in the bathroom. You're telling us there's smoking weed. Is that you? Is it you? You know, I don't know what anybody's fault.
I don't know what anyone's talking
The full
about.
Mr. Rose was like, come on, nigga, y'all can't be fucking this up for a show. Like, on some real G shit, we y'all could at least done this step out front on some real G shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I took heat, but I ain't telling who it was. But I'm pretty sure who it was.
I'm quite sure you know what.
Look, I walked out the bathroom. All the fine girls right there. The girl Mackenzie. I smell weed. What is that shit?
There you
I know.
go.
They all looking like it.
Suspicious.
They all looking at me like.
Let me find that.
My Instagram, I had the moment I had took the rip and everything in there from. It was so freaking dope. I had the first bowl. And like I said, I'm not taking those edibles. Y'all got that. My boy Nair, he was tall. You know, tall people, they got more body weight just by, nature. He was taller. So he took the whole thing and he was better off than when I was being a regular day, even with food in my stomach. He didn't, even before he had the glove, he took it shit. Like, he was on my team and stuff. I ain't gonna lie. It kept.
So I have no idea why you decided to stand up.
The witch sent the creeper. I could tell. I could tell the witch sent the creeper.
No, but the way you pause is like, nigga, go to sleep.
Okay. So, you could tell he was fried though, cause this nigga, he busts out laughing at nothing. He talking crap. He hitting on the girls. You mean he's having fun? He's talking crap to the home. Why can I get your turn? Yeah, don't matter. I'm chilling. I'm enjoying the vibes. I'm looking at the girls. It's so funny because the twin sister was also there on the Kumba trip. So
Okay.
funny, yes, it was so funny. So he's like every time. First of all, he's standing like this. He's like this, right? He's swinging. He go. I'm looking at this nigga like, boy, eyes vampire red. I'm the high sitter in school because I gave out those strong edibles. So, and I'm making sure I'm safe with that. So I was a high sitter. So I'm right there like, you good? He said, yeah, I'm good. Oh my God, he was cracking them joints when he got them. But when it was time for the food to come down, we was studying that food. And I didn't like how
We've been studying that.
I didn't like how G Wade was being such a DICK either, because me and him unknowingly checked out a girl who was younger than him. Didn't know she was an underclassman. She had a good body. He just kept throwing that pedophile word too much. Like, I can get a couple times you drawing, all right, but the whole time, bro, you over our ears and we having a good time. You drawing, you being fake, and you coming to ask for a grub, and we both still share with you. Yeah. But as we're sharing with him, we telling him like, yo, you need to just stop saying that word, bro. Like, just stop. Right. That we didn't know. We telling him as for all the bull Nair, that nigga crazy. He had switched from like a happy demeanor to a very serious one. Like 20 seconds, like, yeah, bro, that's not cool, bro. You drugging, bro. We on some bro. Like, you some pedophile. You have a good time. You trying to get me, bro. And I was like, yeah, bro, you see how niggas was quick to share with you, bro? But you was quick to hop on some, like, we was really getting on you while we was sharing with you, because it's like, you not going to blow the vibe. But you're not about to sit here, like, you the homie, but you're not about to sit here and play us like that. You're the homie, but you're not going to play us like that. It's respect.
That part.
Especially if you come over here trying to get up on our grub, get up on our vibe, because I ain't going to say I was the littest, because I was not the littest.
Who's going to really get the littest?
You know who got the littest? Yeah. Nair. And I gave him the same thing everybody else had. It was Jazz. She was an underclassman. By one underclassman. But he was the littest. Freaking Felipe, I didn't tell him to give the stuff away, but he gave it to Ursula, Antoine's girlfriend. I don't like her. He gave one to Jazz. Jazz was on the bus like this. She was on the bus like this. This is why I like Jazz. She reminded me of like a 90s MTV. Like, she was like a punk girl, but she was black girl. But she was on the bus with the piercings, like what, on her nose or lips or something. Like, and she was like smiling. She was like, I said,
Are she grooving?
I said, you good? She said, oh, yeah. I'm busting. She was the relief because I thought I was gonna get in trouble because Felipe, before we boarded the bus, his tall, skinny, lanky, fried self was right there. Ursula get on the bus crying. I'm like, he mouths, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Now, if he was talking about, I'm sorry for
He
him being
said,
too
I'm
fried, I didn't
sorry.
care that he
What do
was too
you
fried.
mean?
I didn't care. He asked for it, I gave.
Oh, look.
So we get on the bus. Felipe is limping. He dragging his body to the seat, gets to the seat. I'm sitting right there, girl. Antoine, and Antoine, that's why I like Antoine. He said, "This is what you get. You wanted to be a father. You knew your limit. You know you don't take edibles, but you wanted to be like everybody else. This is what you get."
I
And I
love
just found out recently that he was about to take the rap for me, about the edibles.
Okay, good.
Antoine was going to
Cause
humbly tell, and I said, Antoine, you know you didn't have to do that, right? Because you wasn't even in connection to none of this stuff. Your girlfriend was a victim of this stuff. You know you
he
didn't
got
have
to.
to.
That's his joint.
I said, but he was about to take the rap for the edible part. Because they was asking him who gave her the edible. He's like, I don't know. And it was something about him. They knew who had the edibles, Mom. Mrs. Young knew. Mr. Curtis knew.
They were
Everybody
just
knew.
waiting for someone to snitch. Please snitch.
Bull was going to take the rap. And I was like, yo, if I would have known that then, bro, I would have, I don't know, I think I would have gave you some edibles, bro. Like, I didn't even,
Excuse me.
it's a little.
Thank you.
But and I'm watching her, and I'm angry at her. I'm angry at Felipe, but I'm angry at her. She's loud.
Mm.
It doesn't feel real.
The
This
fuck?
doesn't feel real. She crying, real tears holding her eyes. The only girl on the bus making all that noise. Not everybody on the bus knows what's going on, but a lot of people on the bus know what's going on. A lot of people on the bus know what's going on. Felipe's in front of me. You remember he goes, I'm sorry, right?
Yeah.
He didn't have nothing to eat. And I'm telling him before he throws up out the window and in my face,
Yeah.
I'm like, we had a table full of food. Look, Alex, his white self is worried. He don't do none of that stuff. He's like, yo, what did you give him? I said, Alex, I gave him what he asked for. I gave him what he asked for. We're not strict. And he gave what he asked for, started shooting other people. So we have 2 people on the bus, yes, fried out their mind. Because they didn't want to eat before taking it.
Huh.
Felipe didn't want to eat. I'm like, yo, if I get in trouble, I don't care if this boy's off his rocker, slapping him.
The dog shit.
Slapping him. I'm not gonna take advantage of you because you're not even mobile. I want this to be a fair fight. But I'm gonna just slap you. And Antoine, you might get with me. I'll slap your girl. There's been so many times where I was ready to fight Antoine because of that girl. I said, Antoine, I know you're very stoic, you're silent, and you're strong. You have a sleeper build. You have a strength hidden beneath you that no one sees. But I swear to God. Huh? I said, swear to God, get your girl. Because I know if I say anything, me and you're gonna have to. He used to almost get into a lot of stuff because of his girl alone. She don't know how to mind her business. She don't know how to keep her nose out of other people's drama, and she doesn't know how to not make other people's drama her drama. She even tried to start stuff with that for so many different occasions. I said, I'm gonna stomp that you up. I'm gonna stomp that girl's face. They're more ugly. Bull.
That's usually how ugly girls are.
Nair was gonna beat her up because she just wouldn't shut up. And he was like, yo, there's something about Antoine. I already know, because he had to speak to a couple people sometimes. And a couple people was like, yo, big respect for you. But your girl, she got too much of this going on. Too much of it. She's not pretty at all. She made my girlfriend look pretty.
But even if she ugly or pretty, it shouldn't matter. If she doing dumb shit, she doing dumb shit. It doesn't matter how a person look.
True. But at least I can see if you were attractive and you were doing all this rah-rah.
Y'all
All that,
already no.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So she's crying. This doesn't feel real. I can't feel anything. I'm over here fake sleep, Mom. When I tell you I fake sleep with the quickness, and that was when Felipe sent his dog out my face. I was like this. I said, I can't take this stress. Okay, he's over there drawing, she's over there drawing. Jazz and Nair is the only ones I really would trust. I trusted at the time. Like they're the moments of relief.
I mean, they all drawings. That's crazy.
What started the drawing was when I had Felipe Hugo asked me specifically for some edible, and I gave him the edible, and even without my permission or without my know-how, without at least not my approval, or at least all y'all take it right here, right now, and y'all don't say nothing. This is what it is, because I would literally describe what it is before I give it to you. They didn't know they was taking 500, or the ones he gave it to, they didn't know they was taking 500 milligrams of Dome Crusher. Them dummies were like this, and were like this.
I don't know how that was.
Yes, you gonna need you some snacks galore, some water in a fan,
And sleep.
and a sentimental man or woman to pump you up, because that drum was gonna take you on a ride.
Sleep.
Oh my God, that was the latest I bought. I heard from Deborah, he was still talking about it. And I'm like, not the underclassmen talking about it. Like
That's usually how I go.
they still talking about it. Oh.
That is usually how I go. That is usually how it goes.
They were saying something about the edible or something, or how it was a high trip at Top Golf. I said that trip to Top Golf was higher than the bug. It was higher than the bug.
You had set the bar for someone to come break it.
And I ain't gonna say Deborah broke it, because they were doing blunt rotations in the back of the bus, but I did say that's old script, and I would have never done something like that. That is cool. But as far as the bar being broken, somebody, that means because on field day we had a rotation. On field day, they let me chaperone the underclassmen to go to the skating park for the field day. I said, y'all, we all grown. I'm not watching y'all, but if y'all get hurt on my watch,
I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off.
that's a problem.
Big time.
Because at first I wasn't even chaperone. No, it's just we all wanted to go to a different part of the place where no one was. So all the tutors and the tutors, they was like, Ron, you watch over them, make sure nothing happens. I said, yeah. No, nothing's gonna happen to these my little
They
kids.
said make sure nothing happened.
Because they had run their skateboards. They wouldn't do the skateboard.
They made a high nigga look after motherfucking kids.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So everybody's like, they cheer. They say, yes. All right, we get over there. I get away from the teachers. I say, y'all, I'm not watching y'all. Nothing but be in the woods, smoke. Y'all get hurt in my watch. Y'all gonna take it from me before y'all hear from the teachers. Because that means I'm gonna punch up more. We go to the teachers. So now we all have a story.
He said, so now we all have a story.
Don't play with me. Y'all know how to skate. Y'all know how to take a fall. Y'all know how to walk the door. That's what it is.
Damn it, I gotta go right here.
So the point of the last, I didn't want to live it, right? I'm just here for the vibe.
That part.
Everybody know how it's coming. The only thing I wish was different was that I backed up a different story. But I'm glad that's not all I was going through.
What?
Bad in the top story.
Oh. Yeah, crazy. It is what it
My
is.
friends were giving me grace though. They all
You Mr. I like him thick. I was surprised too. I was like, thick, huh?
He was like, wait, why? What happened? I said, bro. I didn't know what I was saying. But people were definitely trying to figure me out. I didn't even have anything. I definitely
did. Mr. I like him thick.
But I'm pretty sure I had fun though.
As you should. The hell?
We came to throwing class. we had the black pins in the bathroom on the cut. I never first took pictures when they faked it. And I ain't gonna lie, the teachers knew the kids were getting up.
As they should. They gotta safeguard
They
them
never
too.
truly took their fakes. It's just whenever they seen the kids, they'd be like, because it happens so frequently that it's not even at that point. I mean, for school like that, how that became at that point.
It is what it is.
Then the next but I'm pretty sure the teachers was hopping off.
And you already know they
I'm
are.
pretty sure they all. Cause did I tell you when we went to was it Six Flags with this is showing you know we had showing them all the bougie girl Mackenzie had a ride there and her older boyfriend was there. All the guys so was with him too. Like, okay, you gonna break her heart. Don't worry about it. They got all these good looks.
Why you still ain't leave?
Yeah, let me leave before anything happens to your precious spot.
That's
You have a peaceful spot. Your
that's
thing is
that.
well lit. Because I would have been ran into some trouble.
Hold on. You was at my house just standing there.
Yes, you have a peaceful, well lit, secure area. I guess I just tested that out in further insinuated it. I'm so sorry for listening. I'm not making Call of Duty. I've got a lot of stories to share.
Okay. Let me
But
be jazz.
oh my god, we was on the shuttle and we went there and oh my god, what was it? Six Flags or Darty Park? One of the two. It was more than the rides. It had they had Starbucks there. That would probably work at a Darty or Six Flags Starbucks. Their Starbucks is done up and it sells a lot of merch. And they're called Vistos Mother.
Beasto's mother.
Huh?
That's cool.
They had Starbucks and it was actually done. It was like an old school store.
That's cool.
Like a 70s coffee shop. Amusement park. But mom, so Mrs. Young, I already knew she smoked because it would be sometimes she came in and her eyes would be red. But no one says anything. And one, two, she always knew when one of us were under the influence.
Mm,
So I'm like, it does take one to know one, right?
not really.
No, obvious, right? But there would be times when my eyes wasn't even red, were probably glossy, and she knew. I think she smoked too. But I know who definitely smoked her brother that worked there, Mr. Haskins, because when we went to the Six Flags, he started out. He said, not everybody. He said, come to the car, come to the car. Y'all want to do talk? Come to the car. But Paul ended up carrying the pen around the whole amusement park, which was so freaking cool. But Nair, he had this little pen because he was going on like a couple of trips before he graduated. He had this little pen that he was passing around, but Haskins, he went to the car and he was looking, making sure everything was cool. They pull out a whole word to Haskins and the bigger boys, and I'm right here too. Screw it. They all. I tell you what, that was the most I see Mr. Haskins smile that whole trip, and we all was just. My goodness, it was fun.
He said that's the most that nigga ever smelled.
I tell you one thing for certain, that was the most that man smiled. He never smiled that much building from a regular day when we was with him. But that field trip, I feel like you just gotta have when it goes that route, you gotta have kids who are not, or because we weren't even kids. You just gotta have people who one does it too, and ain't gonna tell, and you gotta be cool with it. Because that whole day, and couple days, and the whole rest of that month, when we was going on these trips, went absolutely swell. No one was suspended. A lot of us walked. It was a lot of people I didn't think was gonna walk that walk. I was like, oh, look at this making it. We was at the finish line and we decided to step through.
I'm glad that
I
y'all
was so
all made it.
happy, full filled with emotion. And it's so funny because I think I was fried during my graduation too. So I was like nervous and fried at the same time. And I started calling David Stevens the the cult member gang leader of the 2025 class graduates, or class of 24, excuse me, class of 2024 class graduates. I deemed him the cult leader gang member because he told all of us to put our guns up by using a front. Oh my god, this Instagram because it was on there. We took the pictures for the freaking prom too. We all was up there at prom. It was me, Nair, and Alex. And me and Nair, we was already on cue with the poses. It was white boy Alex. He was looking at us. He put his head down. He crossed his arms. It was so funny. It was funny. It was so pretty fun. It was so happy.
It sounds fun.
It was fun. I really lived my high school days up in one last year. Like, I felt like that would have been all.
You got all the high
That would
school.
have been all of high school. If I was in person from 9th to 12th, that would have been all of high school.
Oh, okay. I
Yes,
get
yes.
what you're saying. Because I'm like, what?
That would have been all of high school. But my last year, I definitely made up for all messing new faces, messing people who knew me that I didn't know. Everybody talked.
Like, how you know me?
Right. I heard a lot about you. Oh my god, I didn't know you knew everybody. It was a couple people who thought I was a new student. It was like, how the hell he get in here and everybody knowing? Because I've been here since the Drake.
Hello.
You're the new one.
He said, you're the.
I used to put people in their place low key. Like, I used to be like, yeah. I've been here for like longer than the majority of the student body. All the OGs left. All the OGs left. I'm the one, me, Antoine, one of the original OGs. Me, Antoine, David, one of the OGs.
That's true.
And there's OGs who are more OG than us. Like Shay, she went there, the crazy girl.
Uh-huh.
She went there when I was on the computer. She called herself telling me about Grados. I said, you do know I went to Grados way before you.
Yeah.
6th grade all the way to 8th before that COVID stuff happened. Came back. I know school. I don't know everybody in the school now. I used to. But school. They was my people.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about all the brainiac, smart, uppity students. Because there were kids
Used to be smart and it's dumb as shit
all
now.
over Delaware. Like there were kids I went to Mount Pleasant.
It wasn't even just Delaware. It was coming from everywhere. Because that was an academic school.
Yeah, that school was actually a good school.
Until people started complaining.
Yep. Like I
Why
remember
can't my kids go?
first
Your
person
kids
I was
is
greeted
stupid.
by was Mr. Ricky and Mr. Ryan.
Yeah, I was gonna say that gay nigga.
I love
That white
them,
nigga.
I love them. Everybody loved them. That's the crazy part.
Hell yeah. And they was from Philly.
They was from Philly. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how I knew Mr. Ricky. He said, hold on. I know you. I said, from where? He
And you know he
said,
lived in our neighborhood too, right?
yeah. He said, you from Philly? I said, why? He said, you from Philly? I said, yeah. He said, Kensington? I said, 18 from Diamond, but I lived down Kensington, yeah. He said, yeah, I know you.
God. Mr. Ricky, he always showed mad love when he knew, like, I don't know, like, Paul was just right there, like, I don't know, it was different. I used to kind of get bullied a little bit, sixth I was a little bit indifferent from a student. Even, I felt every step of the way, I find indifference until there's common ground somewhere.
That's true.
And I'm grateful for that. You know,
But that's how it is, though. Exactly. Because you are you and they are they.
He noticed the indifference that he wouldn't make me feel left out. He'd be talking to other students and out of nowhere he'd be like, oh, what's up, oh, what you doing today now? Our thing was we used to be right there and we used to have dance battles, right? So I remember I'd be right there and Mr. Ricky come out of nowhere, he'd be like, hmm. And I turn around, he'd be like, oh, now we got it now. What's up? God damn.
I don't know why you ain't danced last night.
Oh, I was, well, I don't know what was going on. Maybe I felt the energy in a different way, but I didn't feel the shift. But I knew it wasn't dance time no more. Like, it's always dance time, but I wasn't dancing.
It's always dance time.
I
She was waiting, though.
Who?
The world.
She was waiting, but, y'all can't catch me dancing like that kind of departure. It gotta be amidst the party. Be amidst the party. But you know me, I try to vibe people up first before I let myself loose.
Oh,
you know me.
I thought you liked the girl.
She was cool upon meet you, but now it's different. She's here. She's not my job.
I feel you.
Okay.
And
it
she
ain't like that's little cuz either. Like.
And it's a joint.
That's cuz. Yeah, I was gonna say it's a joint too. They ain't left cuz.
No, it's a joint that I put a spell on a while ago.
But you didn't mean no harm for her, did you? It was just to reveal something.
Yep. Because it's like, bitch.
Because after you followed the spell, like you say, y'all was sitting there drinking killing, right?
Nah, I ain't drink that shit. I just put it in my mouth to catch her scent.
But y'all was killing it.
I'm always chilling until somebody want to be on hot.
How do you know how to control the water so well? And I struggled. I would have made that. I remember in one of my worlds, I was trying to do something like that, and I found a way to make it look so swallowed and clumpy in one area and skimpy in the other parts. And I'm like, I give up.
He said I give up.
I give up. Here, you just put it on a few spots, and the whole thing looked like it was.
Yeah.
You streaming?
No. Oh, shit. I should be, though. I mean,
Minecraft